Greetings and welcome, friends. So we've been solving equations in the past, and then recently we've been solving inequalities, and we've used things called properties of equality before, right? Like multiplication property of equality, where you can multiply both sides of an equation and it doesn't change the equalness of that equation, right? Full fair game, good stuff. But the multiplication property of inequality or the division property of inequality had a little, little issue, little tweaking that we had to consider. And this question is kind of exposing that. They say, explain how solving 2x is less than negative 8 is different from solving negative 2x is less than 8. Does anyone have any thoughts on this? I mean, if I was solving this, I would have done that, and if I was solving this, I would have done that. I'm assuming they're interested in something more than just, right? This one I would have had x is less than negative 4, and this one would be what? What's the difference between these ones here? And because I'm dividing by a negative, I flip it. Ooh, I'm writing on all caps. Flipped. Bam. Wow. So, the trick was whenever you multiply or divide by a negative on both sides of an inequality, you have to flip that inequality. Also, I want to point out, isn't this dividing and there's a negative there? Why didn't I flip it? Yeah, the thing I was dividing by was positive. Yeah, so I don't mind or care about the fact that the numerator was negative. It's whether I'm multiplying or dividing by a negative is when you flip that sign. So let's put this into practice. Question 7. So it says solve and then graph. Here, someone want to help me out? What do I do? How do I get rid of divide by 2? Multiply by 2. Do I... oh, there's a negative here. So do I flip this sign? No. Because I'm multiplying by a positive, I don't care about that being negative. So x is greater than negative 4. Let's, looks like negative 4 would be to the left of 0. And open circle, close circle. Open. Ooh, I don't know. And x is greater than negative 4? I don't know if I agree. Yeah. Ooh. You guys are pointing at each other now. So I'm assuming one of you is pointing at the person who's right about shading to the right. Oh, it's all right. It's all right. It's good. It's good. So we shade to the right because the points that are bigger than negative 4 are to the right. This is the positive x-axis or number line, and this is the negative x-axis. All right, let's keep cruising. Make sure you're writing down corrections if you can. Ooh, it says solve and graph once again. All right, what do I want to get by itself? Not all. I've jumped to 14 and then 16. I just try to select ones that I think are interesting, or some of the more challenging ones. So to get c by itself, the inverse of multiplying by negative 3 is dividing. Dividing? Sure, I don't know. So negative divided by negative is positive 5. I divided by a negative. Wait a minute. Flip it. I'll even write that in the different colors so we remember. Flip it. Flip it. I didn't have to flip the other one on the last problem, though. And the negatives cancel out, the 3's cancel out, I'm left with c. And if 5 is greater than or equal to c, that means c is less than or equal to 5 when I rewrite that in that sequence. Right, you guys are going to be all set for the mini quiz today, I'm sure, right? Experts. That's right. We're going to be experts. So solid or open dot? Why? Bam, because of the equal sign part there, right? And shade to the left or right? To the left, because less than is to the left then. Maybe. Man, look at how amazing my shading is. That's the best shading ever. Wow. So there you go. How about, ooh. Did someone ask about 16? Or no, maybe it was a different one. What do you guys think about this? All right, I've got some consensus there from the left and right sides of the room, representatives. So make sure you guys are writing this down. The inverse of dividing is multiplying. Both sides by -5. And, oh wait, we just said multiply and negative in an inequality. So I'm going to have W. I've got to flip it, right? Yeah, remembering to flip it is going to be the easiest point you can get on the test. -5 times 16. I think he's right. I'm going to rewrite 16 as 10 plus 6. -5 times 10 is -50. -5 times 6 is -30. And yeah, there's the -80 when I combine those. That's how I think about the math in my head sometimes. I decompose the number 16, and then I recombine it. Recombobulator, am I right? So dubs is greater than, oh wait, -80 would be, yeah, -80 would be to the left of 0. Look at that. This distance is so much less than this distance, even though they look the same-ish. Let's see, and for speed, closed circle shaded to the right. You guys are expert shaders. We'll do some graphing and shading on our mini quiz as well today. That'll be good. All right, keep cruising, Mr. Waddy. Do I do the, ooh, goldfishing. Here we go. All right, let's read this and analyze it together. It says you have $12. Oh, good. I was worried. I thought I didn't. I've got to buy something to buy 5 goldfish. Man, I don't even want goldfish. Although I do have the, like I said yesterday, the penguins from Aldi's, which are more delicious than goldfish. But I'm assuming these are living goldfish, because I don't put my snacks in a fish tank. No, that's hilariously untrue. For your new fish tank, write and solve an inequality that represents, okay, here we go, the prices you can pay per fish. So my variable, I'm going to say P maybe for price, is going to be the price per fish. And what units of measure do you think the price should be measured in? Like bars of gold, euros, pesos, probably dollars. Why is dollars a good choice here? Yeah, because they referenced something else that was measured in dollars. So if I can match those units, that would make things a little more convenient for me. So that is my variable. Now to write my inequality. All right, so I have $12 to buy 5 goldfish, and we're figuring out price per fish. Now, when I hear per, I'm thinking about a rate, and I usually end up multiplying in that case. All right, so I have $12. The amount I spend, can it be bigger than $12? No, I need to spend less than $12 or the same as $12, right? That's the way money works when you use it. Yes, it is. I want to buy 5 goldfish, and I'm getting 5, and whatever price they are, if it's say $2 a fish, I would take 5 and multiply by 2, right? And get 5 times 2 is $10 that I'd spend total. If it was $1 per fish, I'd do 5 times 1, I'd get $5. So I'm going to do 5 times P. Right? P is the price per fish. 5 is the number of fish. And if I multiply those, this is the total amount I spend on fish. You guys agree with that? Right, getting used to just writing the word problems, equation or inequality is usually the hard part. Now, as far as solving that goes, you guys are experts. even if you don't like this fraction or decimal answer. What would I do to both sides to get p by itself? Divide by 5. Man, you guys are going to be ready for this quiz. I like it, this mini quiz. So I'm going to have p. Oh, wait, do I have to flip the inequality? No, because I divided by a positive. All right, so the price per fish has got to be less than 12 fifths. 5 goes into 12 twice, and I think it's 2.4. Yeah, I'm getting a And so my answer is I can spend up to $2.40 per fish. And when you write your answer, it's all you're doing is combining your solution and the way you defined your variable. Notice I'm just taking the 2.4 and I'm literally like just kind of throwing those words in that number and jumbling it together, and it's answering itself. Let's see. I think, oh, and then I did 35. That's 33 is another way I pronounce 35 sometimes. Consider the number line shown. All right, so I don't know what these numbers are, but it just says ABBA. Write an inequality relating A and B. So, okay, so how does A relate to B? Which one's bigger, smaller, equaler? Which one is bigger on a number line? So here's the positive axis, the negative axis. What do you think? So A on the positive side of B means A is, it done be bigger than B. And then they asked a question, write an inequality relating the opposite of A and the opposite of B. So the opposite of A compared to the opposite of B. Which one's bigger on the number line? Yeah, negative B, or the opposite of B, is further to the right, so therefore this is bigger. And if that's bigger, then the little Pac-Man alligator mouth is going to be opening towards the bigger of the two. This, by the way, is a less than sign. It'd be good to get that down as well. So notice, when A is greater than B, the opposite of A is less than the opposite of B. That's interesting. Use your results to explain why the direction of the inequality symbol must be reversed when multiplying or dividing by a negative. I'll just say oppositing. I don't know. I'm just thinking of words. Oppositing numbers changes the order of their greatness. I don't know. That sounds like words of their absolute value, their size. Yeah, sure. I don't know. There we go. That's probably it. But there you go. Thanks for watching, mis amigos de internet.